All right, it is 7:01. Can everyone stand up? We're going to play the national anthem. All right, race number 1, sportsmen. Nick, Winona, and Harold, you're up in about 2 minutes. Marshall's going to be from race number 4. That's 13.5 late model. I believe there's 6 of you. I need 4 of you to make your way out here to the track.
Harold Winninger. Winona Winninger. Nick Owenhouse.
All right, everyone throwing down a couple laps. We're going to get them ready to race. Get them rolling, get them rolling. All right, spread them out, spread them out. Race will go live. Less than 5. Nick, Winona, and here comes Harold. All three of my racers checked and rolling. We're going to see a little bit of caution in turn 4. They're going to get their wheels back on the ground. Winona and Nick getting caught up in each other. We got Harold out front. Oh, Harold going to get it wrong in turn 4. Winona going to pull a little bit of a gap back. It is now Winona to the lead. 0.3 of a second over Harold. Winona's in that purple-pink number 1 down the front stretch. Or number 5. Going through turn 4 down the front stretch, crossing the line. We're going to see Harold going to take the top spot now. Harold's on a 39.4 flat. He has 1 second over Winona. He's going to get it wrong in turn 3. He's going to fall back to the 2 spot. Oh, caution on the back. Harold going to get his wheels. We're going to see Winona way out to the lead. She has 4 seconds over Harold. $1:45 down, 2:15 left to go. Oh, Winona going to get caught in the wall. She had 4 seconds over Harold. Now Harold's going to be to the lead.
Two minutes
Back
left.
and forth. They're going to get into it in turn 4. Harold now back out front. Winona in 2, Nick in 3. Oh, Winona going to get it wrong on the front stretch. $2:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Harold now to an 8-second lead over Winona. This time by, it's going to be just a little bit longer. 11 seconds now. That's just over 2 laps. Winona throwing down her hot lap of the race of 6.4. Harold's got a 6 flat. 3 minutes down, 1 left to go. Harold, 15 seconds over Winona. Winona's got 45 over Nick. We got really big gaps in this one. $3:20 down, 40 seconds left to go in this one. The gap is spreading on the front row. Harold and Winona now 15 seconds apart. Harold crossed the line there. Down the backstretch he goes. He's in that dark purple, number 8, going down the backstretch. Oh, we're going to collide with Winona, flipped over on the back. Coming down to the final 5 seconds. Harold is 20 seconds up. He will be tonight's TQ. Keep on going, keep on going. Nick, you're the only car done. Winona and Harold when you cross.
Harold Winninger done.
That's a race.
Winona
Race
done.
is over.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, I'm going to need some volunteers for this one. Can I get 2 volunteers out to the track? All right. If you are in one of these upcoming races, if you come out here and help me marshal, I will be very thankful. I will give you time to get back out there. Can I get 2 volunteers out to the track? Thank you very much, Justin and Keith. Can I get 1 more volunteer out here?
Mike Basham.
You're done. I'm just calling for volunteers so you don't have to marshal. Can I get 1 more volunteer to help me in turn 2?
Dan Stewart.
You can?
Brandon Hooker.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, guys. All right, wait for my marshal to get off the track. Watch
Artie
the
Ware.
front.
Matt Sinex.
All right, track is
Anthony
open.
Austin.
Get them rolling, get them rolling. Artie, Anthony, Matt, Dan, Brandon, Mike. You guys will be live. Less than 5. Mike, Brandon, Matt, Anthony, Dan, and Artie. Everyone throwing down their first couple laps. We got Dan Stewart out front, just ran a 4.2. He is in the all blue, black wheels down the front. He just crossed the line there. Crossing the line now. That is your leader. Mike Basham in that 2 spot. Anthony in the 3. Brandon 4. Matt 5. Artie 6. 45 seconds down. 3:15 to go. Dan Stewart 4.1 now. All right, we got Mike Basham in the 2. Mike's in that all black number 34. Down the back stretch. Now coming to the front. Crossing the line there. That's your number 2 car. He is falling behind the leader just a little bit. The gap is now 2.6 between Dan and Mike. Battle for the lead. 120 down, 240 left to go. Anthony Austin now up to the 2 spot. Mike Basham with a crash. So Anthony now to the 2. Anthony is 4 seconds off of Dan. Dan is pulling away. He's on a 57.404. Hot lap 4.1. Last lap was a 4.2. The line before that was another 4.2. Mike Basham in the 3. Brandon Hooker in the 4. Oh, car in the middle. pulled out in front of some traffic. That's going to hurt Matt and Artie. They're going to fall to the very back.
2 minutes left.
Oh my. T-Bone, they are stuck together. Hey, show that off to the camera. Hey, Matt, pose. All right, 2:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Dan Stewart leading them off. Mike Basham in the 2, Anthony in the 3, Brandon in the 4. Matt and Artie off the track. Your leader, Dan Stewart. He's in the all blue black wheels. Down the front stretch now. Crossing the line there. Mike Basham in the 2. He is now 1 lap behind. He's 6 seconds down. Anthony Austin in the 3. Brandon Hooker in the 4. We're 3 minutes down. 1 minute left to go. We have no close racing going on right now. Our closest race is between Anthony and Brandon. Anthony's in the 3. Brandon's in the 4. That is our closest race in the track. 4 seconds apart. Now Mike Basham with a little mistake. A 5-second lap from him. That's going to give Anthony a little bit closer to him. 4 seconds now the gap. Go wide down the back. Wide down the back. It's clear. 3:45 down. 15 seconds to go now. Oh, Dan Stewart getting caught up in some traffic. Looks like the body's a little tweaked. All right, I'm wrong. It looks good. We are 10 seconds left to go. Dan Stewart after that little bobble. Only 7 seconds ahead of Mike. Here comes the bell. 1 more lap for your leader. When he crosses, he will be done.
Brandon Hooker done.
Everyone is finished. Everyone is finished.
Anthony Austin done. Dan Stewart done. Artie Ware done. All drivers are finished.
That's a race. Dan Stewart going to take it 54 and a 4:01.
4.19. What about that lead?
Lewis Shelton. Gatlin Neal. Justin Fay. Christian Jenkins.
I had lots of racers in that last one. I need marshals. I need marshals. All right, perfect. Get them rolling, get them rolling. We got 2 late models and 2 slashes. All right, spread them out, spread them out. Race will go live. Less than 5. Gatlin, Christian, Justin, Louie. That's all of our racers checked in rowing. Justin and Louie, the 2 slash late models tonight. $30 seconds down, 3:30 left to go. Everybody throwing down their 5th lap now. Justin Fay out front. He's on a 5.1 fast lap, 45 and a 4:02 pace. Louie in that 2 spot, about 4 seconds, now 7 seconds behind him. Louie's struggling to get through the track. Christian in the 3 spot. He is 3 seconds off of Justin. Gatlin is 2 seconds behind Christian. All right, so we have some close racing at the back of the pack. Oh, caution on the front. Gatlin stuck on the wall. Watch the front go low down the front. $130 down, $230 left to go. Justin resetting that hot lap. 5.1. He's on a 45.402. Down the front stretch, he is right there. Black and blue. Chrome rims. Number 81. We got Louis Shelton in that 2 spot.
2 minutes left.
He's the brown, silver, and white number 8 car. He is 20 seconds behind our leader. Christian Jenkins in the stock slash class. He is leading them off for the slashes. He is 10 seconds off of Justin. And Gatlin Neal rounding out the whole heat. He is 11 seconds off of Christian Jenkins. So 230 down, 130 left to go. This is race number 3, stock slash. Next up, we got 13.5 late model. All right, 3 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Justin on a 45.401, hot lap 5.1. Louis in that 2 spot, a 5.7 is his hot lap. They are 30 seconds apart. 30 seconds apart. Christian in the 3, Gatlin in the 4. $330 down, 30 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the clock. Your leader has a 30-second lead over Louis. Christian about 13 seconds off of Justin. 15 seconds left in this one. Your leader will get 3 more laps. Next time by, Justin Fay, you will be done.
Justin Fay.
All right, everyone is done. Everyone is done.
Christian Jenkins done. Louis Shelton done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, put your cars in the drop-off and make your way back out to the track for marshaling. All right, thank you for the volunteer, Artie. All right, let my racers get out here before we open the track up. Car good? Don't sell it. I ain't selling. That's a tall order.
James Brother, Keith Titchener, Dan Stewart, Matt Sinex, Eric Mills,
All right. I'm missing a car. All right, everyone pull over, everyone pull over. Dan Stewart crossed the line. Eric Mills crossed the line. James Bruther crossed the line. Matt Sinex. Keith Titchener. All right, I'm just crazy. I don't know how to count. All right, get them rolling, get them rolling. 5-car race. Eric, Dan, James, Matt, Keith. Spread them out, spread them out. Race will go live. Less than 5. Matt, Eric, Dan, James, and Keith. Everyone putting down their first lap now. Early starting it off. James Bruther working his 4th lap now. We are 20 seconds in, 3:40 left to go. James leading us off. He's on 57.404. Dan Stewart in the 2, Eric 3, Keith 4, Matt 5. Racing is tight up front. We got 1/10 of a second all the way down to 4th place. Oh, caution on the front. James Bruther. Oh, pull out in front of traffic. Watch the line. Ooh. Dan, Eric, Matt, Keith, your top 4 now. James pulling off the track. 1:20 down, 2:40 left to go. Dan Stewart leading us off. He has 1/10 of a second over Eric. Eric has 5 seconds over Matt now. And Keith, 15 seconds back. So, 1:40 down, 2:20 left to go. Your leader, Eric Mills. He's in that all-black number 34 using Mike Basham's body. He's got half a second over Dan Stewart. Dan Stewart's in the blue, red, and white. Crossing the line there. No stickers on that boy.
2 minutes left.
He is working that number 2 spot, 1.2 behind our leader. In that 3rd place spot, we have a really big gap. It's 10 seconds. That's between Dan and Matt. Hot lap going to go to Eric. He ran a 4.045. Going down the backstretch, turns 3, 4, down the front, cross the line there. He's on a 57.402. He's got 2 seconds over Dan Stewart. Oh, getting up on 2 wheels there for your leader. Going to be 1/10 slower than his usual. A 4.4. Backs up with a 4.1. Another 4.1. He is pulling a gap about 2 to 3 tenths every single lap by. A 4.2. Dan Stewart, a 4.4. Dan going to throw down one of his faster laps, a 4.20.
1 minute left.
3 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Dan Stewart in the 2. He is 3 seconds behind the leader. Matt Sinex in the 3 spot. He is 11 behind number 2, Dan Stewart. So we got big gaps down the back of the field. Keith Tishner in that number 4 spot. He is 7 seconds behind Matt. So he is starting to work back some of that gap. 30 seconds on the clock. I don't believe there will be enough time for him to do it. He's going to need a big crash out of Matt. Matt is working the front stretch now, crossing the line there. Your number 3 car. Blue, red, and white Valvoline design. Number 1. He's on a 53.402, 12 seconds behind the leader. 7 seconds over Keith. Race will be over in 2 seconds. There's the bell. Leader, keep on going.
Matt
Eric, you're done. Matt, you're
Eric
done. Dan Stewart and
done.
Keith keep going. That's a race. Race
Keith Tishner
is
done.
over.
All drivers are finished.
Eric going to take
completed.
top qualifier in that heat with a 57.402. Dan Stewart a 56.403, just 5 seconds behind him. It is currently 7:30. There will be open track practice if you want it. Open track practice for about the next 20 minutes. 20 minutes of open track practice. Racing will get back going at 8 o'clock. So we are taking a 30-minute break. You guys have about 20 minutes of practice. 8:50 track will be shut down, or 7:50 track will be shut down. 10 minutes later, we will get back to racing.
Eric Mills. James brother. Nick Olenhouse. Mike Basham.
All right, we have about 10 more minutes of practice. 10 more minutes if anyone wants to get out there. All right, it's 7:50. Track is shut down. Racing will resume in 10 minutes, 8 o'clock. Race number 1, be ready. All right, race number 1 up in 3 minutes. Marshall's gonna be from 13.5 late model. Same running order. Racers, start making your way to the track. All right, racers and marshals out to the track. I see my racers. I need to turn marshals out here to their corners. 13.5 late model out to the track to help me marshal this race. All right, guys, go ahead and start making your practice laps. I need Eric, Matt, Keith, and James out to the track. Eric, Matt, Keith, James. If I called your name, make your way out here to help.
Harold Winninger. Winona Winninger.
I still need one more marshal in turn 4. If I called out your name, I need you out here. Oh, okay. Shut the track down. Shut the track down. No more laps. All right. I'm covered on marshals. I've got 2 volunteers out here. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's get them lined up. Harold, Winona, Nick. That's your top 3. All right. Harold, whenever you are ready, you are leading them off. Slow down just a little bit. Slow down. And out of turn 4. That's a good start. All right, right off the rip, Harold pulling quite the gap. Nick now starting to close it up. Starting to run a lot quicker, a lot more consistently. He's going to follow close behind Harold up the wall and take the low side of him. Now Nick out to the front. He's on a 37.403. He's got a big gap now over Harold. It's 4 seconds. Winona in that 3 spot. She is 6 seconds behind the leader. Or 10 seconds behind the leader. 6 seconds behind Harold. Oh, she's going to catch the backside of the leader. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Nick leading us off using the green and black chrome rims cross the line there on a 39.403. He's got 4 seconds over Harold. Oh, Harold getting mixed up in a lap car now. $130 down, $230 left to go. Nick leading them off now with a 10-second gap over Harold. Harold going down the backstretch now. He's in that pinkish purple black number 8 down the backstretch. He's got the black wheels on that truck. We got Winona in the 3rd place spot. She's 11 seconds behind Harold. That's just about 2 laps. She's in the purple and pink number 5 going down the backstretch now. $220 down, $140 left to go. Nick working that 10-second lead. He's got hot lap of the race by 1/10 of a second. He ran a 5.7. Harold in that 2 spot has a 5.78. 0.08 of a second between them on hot lap. Oh, Winona's stuck in the left side wall. Three minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Your leader, green and black, crossing the line there.
1 minute.
Now 9 seconds over Harold. Harold's starting to work back just a little bit of that gap. Nick had a 7-second lap. Harold had a 5-second lap. With 40 seconds on the clock, Harold is now 8 seconds behind. It was 11 seconds. Now it's 8.1. Harold needs to start running some super fast laps. A 6 flat. Gets caught up in a lap car. Now he's going to be another lap down. It was 8 seconds. This time by, both of them crossing the line. It's going to be towards 15 seconds apart. We got 10 seconds on the clock. Winona running her hot lap of the race, 6.3. Everyone will be done when they cross the line. Winona, Harold, and Nick, you are now done. That is everyone. Nick starting on the number 3 spot, gonna take the win. I need one more volunteer in turn 4, please. Just one volunteer. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you for the volunteers, guys. Here, let a couple more of my racers get up to the track. Looking for 2 Drive Buggy Street Stocks. I got Dan, Anthony, and Matt out here. Looking for Brandon, Artie, and Mike. I see Brandon. I see Artie looking for Mike. Mike!
Brandon Hooker. Matt Sinex. Mike Basham. Dan Stewart. Anthony Austin.
All right, track is open. Start making laps.
Artie Ware.
All right, now is the time to make a change if you want to do it. Now is the time to make a change. All right, let's get them lined up. Let's get them lined up. Dan Stewart, Mike Basham, Anthony Austin, Brandon Hooker, Matt Sinex, Artie Ware. All right, Dan Stewart, whenever you are ready, you are leading them off. All blue, white, and red. Black wheels leading us off. Mike in the 2, Anthony in the 3, going down the backstretch. Going to be a good race. Going live out of turn 4. Ooh. Mike going wide off the start. Lost his position, got it right back. Oh, cars pushing, flipping off the track. All right, first 30 seconds down. We got Dan Stewart out front. Mike Basham in the 2. Matt Sinex in the 3. Brandon 4. Artie 5. Anthony 6. Battle for the lead. 1 second apart. Dan and Mike. Dan down the back. Mike down the back. Matt Sinex down the back. All 3 of my racers on the same lap. That's my top 3. All on the same lap. Oh, now Matt Sinex getting put a lap down. Oh, driving backwards on the track. Watch the front stretch. If you do get turned around, try not to drive backwards on the track. 110 down, 3 minutes or 2:50 left to go. Dan Stewart leading them off. He's got 2.4 over Mike Basham now. Mike has 4 seconds over Matt. That is your top 3. Matt Sinex, 1 second over Brandon Hooker. So Matt, he's in the 4. Matt's in the 3 spot. Brandon Hooker's in the 4. Down the front stretch, we see that battle. Matt Sinex, he's in the all gray, white wheels, letting the leader by. He's got Brandon Hooker behind him. Oh, watch the backstretch. Mike Basham, his car caved in. He's in that 2 spot. So Mike still holding down a 3-second lead over Brandon Hooker now.
2 minutes left.
That was a nasty hit. 2:15 down, 1:45 left to go. Dan Stewart and Mike Basham, as they are lined up, down the backstretch they go. They are 2 laps apart. Dan Stewart has 2 laps over Mike. Now the battle for the 2 spot starting to tighten up a little bit. Brandon Hooker on a push. Brandon's in the blue and yellow, number 27, down the front stretch now. Brandon has 1 lap over Matt Sinex. Now getting lapped again by Dan Stewart. 2:45 down, 1:15 to go. Mike and Brandon, 1.5 apart. Mike Basham down the back stretch. Now to the front. He's in the all black, number 34. Black wheels. Brandon Hooker, blue and yellow. Going to be number 27. Going a little wide on the right side of the track. Just ran a 4.9 last time by. Backs it up with a 4.7. All the while, Dan Stewart about half a second faster every single lap. A 4.4. This time by, going to be a 4.3. Mike Basham, 4.6, 4.7. With 30 seconds left on the clock. Battle for that 3 spot, now 3 seconds apart. Hot lap goes to Dan Stewart, a 4.20. 15 seconds left on the clock. Your leader on a 56.403 pace. He's got 16 seconds over Mike. Mike's got 3 seconds over Brandon. Brandon's got 10 seconds over Matt. Here comes the bell. Artie, Brandon,
We're done.
Dan, Matt, Mike.
Dan Stewart done.
That is a
Matt
race.
Matt Sinex done.
Dan Stewart
All
going
drivers
to go
finished.
tone to tone.
The race is
56 and a 4.03 for your leader. Mike Basham going to hold down his 2 spot the whole race. He was 18 seconds behind. And Brandon Hooker from the 4 spot up to the 3. All right, if you were in that last race, put your car in the drop-off. Artie and Brandon.
Lewis Shelton.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Luckily, I had lots of racers in that last one. I need someone to come out here and help me. Anybody who was in that last one. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. All right, track is open now.
Gatlin Neal.
We're going to give Justin a little bit of time. He's been helping us out with the...
Christian Jenkins. Justin Fay.
All right, let's get them lined up. Let's get them lined up. Justin, Louie, Christian, and Gatlin. You are. All right. Race. Whenever you're ready, Justin, you are leading them off. Louie in the 2, Christian 3, Gatlin 4. Out of turn 4. That's a good start. All 4 of them getting by the line. Justin throwing down his first lap of 5.9. Louie 6.4. It's a good start. 15 seconds down, 3:45 left to go. Justin Fay down the front stretch now. Oh, Louie, he was holding down his spot. Now, gonna get it wrong. Got it wrong in turn 4. Now he's got Christian Jenkins in front of him. Christian gonna let him go wide. .45 seconds down, 3:15 left to go. Justin leading them off 46 and a 4:02. He ran a qualifying pace of a 46-second lap, or 46 laps. Justin leading us off. He's got 3 seconds over Louis. Louis's got 1 second over Christian. All right, 130 down, 2:30 left to go. Justin still leading us off. He's in the black and blue. Down the backstretch he goes. We got Louis in the 2. Oh, Christian going to get it wrong in turn 2. Go low. It's clear. Louis in that 2 spot. Only 2 seconds off of our leader. Now 1.8. About 2/10 made up that time. Coming around the track. Another 2/10 made up. Justin gonna need to clean it up, make his lines perfect. Going to the line, a 5.2, Louis a 5.4.
2 minutes left.
A little bit of a cushion made back for Justin. Louis, he's in that white, brown, and silver number 8. Made up another 10th that time by 1.5 is now the difference. Oh, Justin going a little wide in turn 1. A 5 point, gonna be a 5.3. Louis, 5.1, 5.1. Another half a second made up. The gap is now 1 second between those two racers. 2:45 down, 1:15 left to go now. Justin, he's on lap 31. Louis lap 31. Christian, 12 seconds behind them. Gatlin, another 9 seconds behind. We are seeing a race develop here out front. Now half a second apart. Louis got Justin in his sights. Louis, car is a little bit faster on lap times right now. He's just getting out of the corner a little bit tighter. 3:20 down, 40 seconds left. Oh, Louis getting a little wrong in turn 4. Going to back it up with a wreck in turn 2. Justin now, big gap. He's got 4 seconds over Louis with 25 seconds left on the clock. 20 seconds left now. Justin Fay, 46.404. He's got 4 seconds over Louis. Louis on 45 lap pace. 12 seconds back is Christian. Another 13 back is Gatlin. Race will be over in 5 seconds. Justin, next time by, you will be done.
Done.
Louis, Gatlin.
Gatlin Neal done.
Justin crossed the line. Justin crossed the line. Justin crossed the line. There we go.
Done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
We appreciate you, Justin. Have a good night. All right. Can I get one? I'm going to need a volunteer out to the track.
James' brother. Keith Titchener.
All right, final race of the night. Race number 4, 13.5 late model. You guys can go ahead and get your cars checked in.
Eric Mills. Matt Sinex. Dan Stewart.
Oh, watch turn 4. Watch turn 4. Go low. It's clear. All right, shut the track down. Shut the track down. Anybody want to make a change? Now is the time to do it. All right, everybody got it over with. Let's line them up. Eric Mills. Eric is tonight's TQ. He is leading us off. Dan Stewart in the 2. Matt in the 3. Keith 4. James 5. Is that where you want to start, James? Dang. New spot. All right, Eric leading us off. Let him catch up to you. All right, out of turn 4, you guys will be live. Oh, caution on the first lap. All right, hey, let's get a restart. Let's get a restart. We're first lap down. Huh? First 10 seconds. All right, let's see a nice clean race out of the back of the pack. Out of turn 4. Whoa. Eric Mills leading us off. Dan Stewart 2. Keith 3. Now James up to the 4. All right, everybody getting down a first couple good laps. 25 seconds down, 3:35 left to go. Got Eric, Dan, Keith, Matt, and James Bruther. That is your top 5. So your leader, all black, number 34, down the backstretch, turns 3, 4, down the front, crossing the line. A 4 flat hot lap right there. Dan Stewart, a 4.1. 4.17 for Dan. 4.24 for Keith. So Keith starting in that 4 spot, making his way up to the 3. Gonna have a little bobble there. Gonna get back in his line. He's got about 2 seconds over James Bruther. That is the battle for the podium. 1:15 down, 2:45 left to go. Eric, Dan, Keith, your top three. All of them on the same lap. Dan Stewart getting around Keith. Oh, had a little bit of a caution on the backstretch. Keith going to get it a little bit wrong. A 6-second lap for him. James Bruther, a 6-second lap. They are half a second apart. Battle for the 3 spot. Keith Tichenor, white, orange, and a little bit of yellow. That is going to be your leader, number 14. He's in that 3 spot. Half a second behind him. Now about 2 tenths. You got James Bruther just ran his hot lap. 4.2.
2 minutes left.
Caution on the back. Go high down the back. Great job. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. James Bruther now 2 tenths behind him. He's in the black and white. Keith going to bump the pipe and go high. He's going to cut back into the track. Well done. James Bruther looking for the inside. He sees it now. Keith going to go a little too high into the wall. Going to stick it. Car not going to be able to turn off of it. Battle for the lead is 1 lap apart. Thank you, Keith, for moving. Eric and Dan, 5 seconds apart. Eric down the front stretch, cross line there, all black, number 34. Dan Stewart, 5 seconds behind him. So 3 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Your leader, all black, number 34. In that 2 spot, going to be red on blue. Down the back stretch now. That is Dan Stewart, 6 seconds behind now. Ran a 4.2 that time. Eric, a 4.3. Keith Tichenor in that 3 spot just ran a 4.3. He is 10 seconds off of Dan Stewart. James Bruther in the 4. Looks like he's pulling off the track. Matt Sinex now to the 4. Oh, caution down the back. Big crash there for your leader. He had 7 seconds. We are 15 seconds left in this race. Gap was 6.7, now 5.5. 10 seconds left on the clock. We need a crash from Eric if Dan's going to get out front. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Next time by everyone will be done. Eric, you are done. Keith, you are done. Dan and Matt, everyone is finished.
Matt's the next done.
Eric
All
Mills
drivers
going
are
to take the
finished.
win. And TQ tonight, Dan Stewart in that 2 spot and Keith Tichenor from the 4 up to the 3.